Bless you.
No,
God bless you.
Whoa, beautiful. It wasn't a sneeze. It was a burp.
Oh, you had a little bubble held there in your throat.
I sure did.
I love that you support the, what are those brothers?
The Paul brothers. I wanted
Jake
an
Paul's drink.
Alani Nu, and this was all that was left except for Red Bull, which, ew. Although there was 1 million flavors of Red Bull there.
They never stop coming out with. I used to love the blue one.
I couldn't believe how many. It was a whole case just of many
That's
different
why they don't
colors.
have Alani. They got all the Red Bulls.
I freaking guess. Welcome back to the A-List podcast with Allison and Alex. I'm Allison.
Hey, I'm Alex.
And it's the A-List podcast. Yep.
And
I don't know why. I don't think I'll ever not be awkward, and that's okay. That can be my thing.
so here's always the bummer to this, us recording on Mondays, or like us releasing our episodes on Mondays.
Yeah.
Is that like every award show is always on a Sunday?
Yeah. Are
So
we done now, though? Are the Oscars
No.
the end? Oh, okay.
Are the Oscars the end? No.
We've had SAG.
Is it the end? Yeah.
We've had Emmys.
BAFTAs.
We've had Grammys.
Got the Brit Awards.
Of course.
'Cause,
Can't
we
forget
cover
those. I feel like it's the end.
It might be the end. Well, it's like, did you watch the Oscars?
I did.
Okay, so it's just like now we're talking about it, but it was last week.
Yeah.
But like,
I mean, sound off in the comments. I
Yeah.
don't know. We would have to do an emergency
we would have to change our
Podcast?
release date.
for that week, or just in
Or no,
life.
just in general. We would have to move
We
our
could
release
do
dates.
like live streams.
I have thought
during
about that
those.
too. Like try one at some award show or something. Like,
Yeah. We could try for the Met Gala and watch the carpet
carpet.
and everything and do a little, just
Yeah,
like
we
a
could do that.
commentary during the.
and I don't think it would necessarily need to be live, but we just record ourselves watching it and immediately edit and put out the episode.
Yeah.
Could do that.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm gonna talk about the Oscars. So
Yeah, we
sorry
have
about
to.
it.
I don't know. I don't know what to do about
First
it.
of all, I would like to say that I held true to the rumors that there was going to be some sort of a Wicked medley.
Oh, you did. You said that.
Even though they were both like, "What are you talking about?" But it's like,
well,
no,
because
it's
I
happening.
didn't think that there was musical
there wasn't
songs.
really.
There was 2.
There's 3.
We have Wicked, or we had the opener,
Yeah, the opening.
the James Bond tribute, and Queen Latifah,
Queen
which
Latifah.
can't wait to talk about that. Wow.
Okay, so let's just breeze through it.
Okay. Breeze. Oh
Well,
my
I
gosh,
mean, people are. I don't know. Listen, I have watched the openings of the Oscars now at least 8 times.
Did you cry?
So much.
So did I. and
And it
didn't
was
think
not
I
even
would.
like wasn't even sure if Wicked was gonna be sung, but just Ariana singing "Somewhere Over the Rainbow."
Yeah,
was like-
and she sang it in her good voice.
She sang it in her Ari voice.
Yeah.
And the dress with the ruby slipper
Yeah.
on the back.
You mean she sung it in her Ari voice, as in like her
A pop
unaffected?
singer.
Oh, I thought she didn't sing it.
Oh no,
that poppy.
that was her pop vocals.
I thought that it was more reserved than that. There
wasn't
obviously
Glenda.
it came through. It wasn't Glenda. I thought it was her previous musical theater voice.
Oh, I just meant it sounded like Ari, not Glinda.
Yes, I agree. I just think it sounded like if you go back and listen to her singing, except for that one time she sang something wicked at some event, and it was very
The Wizard and I at the Wicked
and
anniversary.
it was very poppy.
Yeah.
It was not good. That's why I was scared for her to be
Yeah.
Glinda. No, back in the day before that, her Broadway voice. I feel like this was more of that than
Okay.
her full pop. Like,
You know what's funny about this real quick is that no one's like, you know how her album,
The
where
one that
she's,
just
like,
came
sitting on
out?
the bench. No,
Sweetener.
young, older. It's
I don't know the names of the albums, to be
Love
really
the Way.
honest. I love the way.
the one
what
where
a
she
good
has
song.
the song, the cover of Popular, and no one's like talked about that. Like
I didn't know that
she
it
has
existed.
a duet where they take the chorus of Popular, and she like reimagines it, and it's the chorus of Popular.
I've never heard that in my life.
Really?
No.
It's only ever- And the music video is like her and this guy end up like killing all of these people at a dinner party.
What?
Yeah.
No, no one's talking about it, and I didn't know about it.
And I'm like, wait, why has no one talked about this? Like, I loved that song. You should listen to it.
I will. I'll look it
Anyway.
up.
So that was amazing. And then Cynthia,
Yeah.
when Cynthia started singing The Wiz, I was like, oh, it's going to be a Wizard of Oz to The Wiz. Then they are going to do Wicked. So
Yeah.
I was like, they're doing all of the iterations of how this has progressed.
I haven't seen The Wiz since I was very young, so I didn't really. I heard the song and I was like, I feel like I've heard this song before, but I don't know the words. I'm assuming it's from The Wiz.
What's crazy is we got 2 songs from The Wiz during the Oscars.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So if you guys didn't watch, which you might not have, so that's fine. The show opened with Ariana and Cynthia singing. Ariana sang Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Cynthia sang, what's the name of the song? Home from The Wiz. And then they sang Defying Gravity. And I didn't start crying until Defying Gravity. For some reason.
I started like tearing up during Somewhere Over the Rainbow. And then when I realized what was happening, when she turned to her and went, Unlimited.
Yeah.
I was like, oh God, here we go.
Yeah, but and Cynthia sang
effortlessly.
It was so beautiful. It was fully live, right?
Fully live.
Because later on we get some unlive.
Yeah, it was fully live.
Not unalive, but not live vocals.
It was live as hell.
But yeah, it sounded just wondrous.
Oh my God, it was so good. It was so good.
Yeah. They looked great.
They looked amazing.
And that's all.
And then honestly, like, the show for me in general
was boring.
Cringy. Like there was
we're gonna get
many uncomfortable moments. So many uncomfortable moments that I was like looking away.
Do we go in order or do we, because I wrote things in order as they happened.
Do it.
But there is one part that we have to talk about.
Okay, well,
that was cringy.
Before you get to that, and I know what it's gonna be, it's Amelia Perez when she sang the song.
Oh my God, yes.
I think in general, Conan O'Brien, not a great host. Which was weird because like his jokes were not landing. His whole monologue wasn't landing. Actually,
there were some jokes that I didn't laugh LOL, but I was like, that's kind of like funny.
Here's how deep I am in the Taylor verse. So he did his I don't want to waste time dance number, which whatever, that was a waste of time. But I was like, that's one of Taylor Swift's dancers. Was one of his dancers in that number.
Oh, wow.
And then Nick Pauley, who's the guy that did the dancing Deadpool in the movie, I was like, I wonder if that's him. And I looked and it is him, which is like just a guy I follow on Instagram. Yeah. Got to portray that character. And it was like a funny number, but it's like, why?
Yeah, I mean.
We got Wicked in the opening. Like, just move on with the show.
Yeah.
3 hour and 45-minute show.
I think I would rather Conan over other comedians.
I want the Amy Poehler.
Oh, I mean male comedians.
Oh, I don't know. Jimmy Fallon is really good.
So I like Jimmy, but Jimmy Kimmel is a no for me. I feel like I like Conan over Jimmy Kimmel. Yeah. And I don't know who else. They should have had Billy Crystal do it. They brought him out and they made a joke about it. Then because he was pretty he looks so good.
He looks better than he did on the shoot that I did with him 8 years ago.
So yeah, something's going on. And Meg Ryan looked, I know that's later, but
she looked amazing.
She looked so beautiful.
Okay, go back. Awkward moments.
So the next thing that I have down is the James Bond tribute. I know that things happened in between there, but nothing really.
And you've seen The Substance now, right?
I have not. I didn't get to it because both times that we were like, we could watch The Substance tonight, then we got to nighttime, and we were both so tired, and
so all those spoilers of what she looks like, were you like, what the fuck?
No, I mean, I hadn't seen her yet, but I knew from other things, people saying that she gets decrepit at some point.
Decrepit? Understatement.
So I think the visuals that I saw, does it get worse than that? Yeah. Okay, well, I'm not totally spoiled then.
No. But the girl for the James Bond number, she was doing that character in the beginning. I was
confused as to, is she in a James Bond movie also, or is it just because
a nod to maybe she's in the new series with Florence Pugh, but they haven't announced who James Bond is yet.
Okay, because I was like, why is she dancing?
It was good. She was good, but that was from that's what she does in The Substance. Okay, she's this dancer that does
then
that.
It does make more sense.
So there was a strange tie-in that regard, but I thought when it was the three of them, when I saw Ray start singing,
bless you.
Oh my God, thank you. When I saw Ray start singing, I was like, oh, they're going to give us a little of their new song. They didn't.
Oh, yeah. That was weird. And I thought Billy was going to come out.
I did too.
Because they didn't sing her song.
They didn't sing her song, but then Ray sang Adele's song.
Yes.
But I was like,
But it's also like, why didn't Adele sing?
True.
She might have turned it down, to be honest.
But also,
they said, "What's another British person that can sing?"
This, then maybe the three of them are about to sing their new single too.
Yeah,
they didn't.
So Lisa was amazing, but not live.
No,
not a single note was live.
No live vocal.
Which that's very K-pop too. Like I feel like a lot of K-pop artists don't sing. She's a
performer.
Super live. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't. I've had a very Lisa-filled week because had I gone to her thing?
What thing?
Okay, so you would know. So after we get to Oscars talk, I will talk about that. Okay. But I've had just a Lisa-filled week with watching White Lotus, and then I went to an event.
And then Lisa event.
So yeah, it was Margaret Qualley opened, then it went to Lisa singing, and then Doja Cat, which she looked great.
Sounded great.
And Ray sounded amazing.
Yeah, she's incredible.
I think that I'm glad that she's getting recognition now because I feel like she's been pretty not as well known.
Under the radar a little bit, yeah.
So wow, so good. Then I wrote down we got to Best Supporting Actress.
Cute.
Zoe Saldana won, and A Little Unhinged.
A little bit, kind of like her Golden Globe.
Yes, the screaming of the mommy was a lot, and I don't know. I feel
it was a lot.
I feel bad, but it was cringy. Sorry, girlie.
It's okay.
And everyone can be happy that their mom is there with them. Like, that was amazing. But the screaming, she scrimped.
Yeah. She was
and it was interesting.
Herself.
Yeah, which I'm so happy for her. I teared up. Like, I had tears in my eyes. Like, it was obviously very emotional, and I was very happy for her. Mm-hmm. But I just couldn't stop thinking of the mommy of it all.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, amazing speech, beautiful, loved. Then now we're at Best Original Song, where they sang Amelia Perez.
Yes, they sang, and it
didn't
crazy.
stop. I thought if you just sing, 2-3 words as a send off, I feel like I would have been like, fine.
She didn't stop.
That's fine. It didn't stop. It went on for like 15 seconds.
It was bad.
It was really weird.
I had to look away. I had to look away multiple times during the show.
What were other times?
I'm trying to remember the long speech that was really hard for me to watch. Oh, the couple that won Best Foreign Feature Film.
And she couldn't read?
And he was like, no, that's my section. She was like, no, that's my section.
I actually didn't. It didn't bother me that much because they were foreign and they were like, we got here like 3 hours ago. And I feel that they were very frazzled. So I didn't think too hard about it, but it was funny. Yeah. And they could have just been like, hey, one of us take it. Yeah, and clearly not her.
Right. No, not her.
But yeah. And then Queen Latifah singing Ease On Down the Road.
Crushed it.
Wow.
Yep.
Somewhere in here I missed writing down that Best Supporting Actor was Kieran Culkin.
That was uncomfortable as well.
And I missed it. So because admittedly, I did fast forward through some things. I watched the beginning live, and then I had to go to dinner, so I paused. And so then this morning I finished it, and I was going forward on a few things. But good for him.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ease On Down the Road. It was a tribute to Quincy Jones, which they also did the tribute at the Grammys, which was also long. But this wasn't long.
No, it wasn't.
And I thought, anytime I get to see Queen Latifah perform, I'm very happy.
So good.
Sounded so good. Looked beautiful. I'm always happy to hear her.
Hasn't aged. Looks the same. Just always looks the same.
She's incredible. Yeah. The dancing was really fun. I need to look up who the choreographer was because really I really enjoyed the choreography. And I kept looking to see if I recognize anyone. I never do.
No, I did.
That's who you saw?
No, he was in the opening number.
Who'd you see in that?
No, like you said, I never recognized, but I did.
Oh, you did, yes, in general.
Earlier this show.
So then Best Actress went to Mikey Madison. And I've heard some controversy over this.
Same. Well, Honora swept the Oscars in a way I was not expecting.
I know, because they didn't sweep in the other shows. They won some awards.
She won the BAFTA for Best Actress.
I didn't know that it was a fully independent film. They made it for like $6 million or something.
Yeah,
that's what
really
they said.
Expensive.
So
as far as movies go,
that's exciting for them. I just can't ever see her as anything
like
other
Ghostface.
than the Scream Killer.
I can't, but I see her first as Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, crazy Manson follower that like gets smashed.
Oh yeah. So I never finished that movie, but I do remember I did get to the Manson part of the film. So I don't think I recognized her then.
Okay.
And then once I saw, because she was a bigger part in Scream, so her face sticks out to me more in that.
Yeah.
And then I think I saw Once Upon a Time after I had seen Scream. So that's why I associate her more with Scream.
Yeah.
But her speech, she was such a sweetie. Like I didn't picture her being just so
she's 25,
tiny and reserved and like soft spoken and sweet. So I thought that was really cute and sweet.
Demi didn't really react.
I know. I thought for sure she was going to win. Or
everyone did.
I thought that Honora would have been last. Like I could have seen Cynthia win, even though she didn't win for other things. I could have seen it, but I thought for sure Demi was going to win.
I feel like sidebar that maybe the Wicked, they'll like all get their props when the second one comes out.
Do you think that's intentional that the Academy is like, we'll get to them next time, or was it just not an impactful movie?
It could be strategy. It could be that because it's like,
didn't they only win for what?
They won
production
3
design
categories, 3, but I don't remember what they all were.
I'll look it up.
But
I meant to bring up a full list, but
I do think they will get something for good, just because. I think it will, in the voters' minds, be like, wow, they have done the work. They did all the press for movie 1. They put in the work. They performed at the Oscars. Now let's give them something. I also wonder if there's going to be a new original song in the second Wicked so that they can get a song nom.
Oh.
Something I hadn't considered until thinking about how they don't get to have a song nominated.
What? Okay, did they actually win this many? Or is this what they were?
They were nominated for 10.
Oh, so this is what they were nominated for.
They won 3. Costume? Production?
Production design is what I thought.
Production design, costume. The first black man to win costume design was for Wicked.
Okay.
And then something else. There was one other
Best
thing.
production design.
Hair and makeup?
Oh, some of these are names.
Which, like, of course they had to win that. They built
costume design. Yeah. And it looked incredible. So this must be a name of something, name of someone that I don't know because.
What do you mean?
I'm only seeing the word Wicked twice. So whatever else. Oh, no, that was production design.
Hey Siri, what awards did Wicked win at the Academy Awards? I found some web results. Never mind. I can show them if you ask again from your iPhone.
Or maybe these aren't all the awards.
I just saw a TikTok that was like, Wicked, winner of 3 Academy Awards.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Maybe it might just be someone's name. And I'm not seeing the word Wicked, so I'm unsure.
Oh, like they won for this.
Yes. So best original score was The Brutalist. Is that what we thought? I mean, again, I haven't seen it, so.
You saw that Brutalist was going to, like, sweep the Oscars, which is why I kind of thought it would be that way, and it didn't end up being that way.
It didn't.
Which was wild.
Yes. So then best actor was, what's his name? Adrian Brody for The Brutalist.
Did you hear that they, like, used AI to enhance his accent in that movie, in the edit?
No, but that should be...
counted against him.
Well, I just think it should be known.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is known, but it's not like talked about. Oh. His speech was annoying as hell. It was like, dude, go. They've tried to play you off twice.
I saw people being annoyed by that as well. So Best original song went to
Amelia
Perez, and I saw some annoyance at that as well.
That's the woman that sang. That's what we were talking about.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I'm going back down the list to see what I forgot. Any big ones that I forgot to say. Original screenplay went to Honora.
Did Wicked win hair and makeup? That might have been what it was.
No, The Substance.
Oh, right.
Makeup and hairstyling was
that was
Substance.
Good though.
Best sound went to Dune, which like honestly I think we said that, right? We were like it's probably going to be something like that. So, yeah, and then we got to I said, Meg Ryan and Billy Crystal looked great, and then that was the end. I thought that it was kind of a boring
It was. This year's award shows were kind of boring.
Is that because the movies were kind of boring?
No, I mean like the Grammys were kind of boring. Like I don't feel like there was...
Why do we think that?
Why do we think they were like that this year?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe just recovering from the strike is still a thing. No, it can't be.
Yeah, no.
No one should have hosted the Oscar who always does an amazing job.
Who?
And it's always funny. Neil Patrick Harris. Every time he hosts the Oscars, it's perfect.
He's a good host. And then they can do more musical things because he's actually good at that.
Correct.
Not like funny.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that is the Oscars. We finally got here. We've talked about it for so many
I'm exhausted by awards season. If it is really over, I think the next thing we have to look forward to is like the VMAs, and that's just fun.
That's just fun, yeah.
That's just a fun time.
I do think...
Miley's no eyebrow look was a little...
Yeah.
Work, girl, though. Work it.
Get it. So, we're done. But speaking of... We're done. What was I going to say? I'm trying to look at my notes and I wrote something down that's, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but we didn't get to talk last time because we had pre-recorded about Michelle Trachtenberg passing away. Have we learned anything new since
I have
then?
not. But that was pretty shocking. I mean, she had a liver transplant pretty recently.
Yeah, but she hadn't been public about why she needed a liver transplant, right?
But you could tell she looked different. Something was different about her look.
Yeah.
Kind of emaciated and...
Yeah, looking like pretty jaundiced.
Yeah.
Like, so it makes sense that she needed that, but she wasn't public about whatever her illness was. Mm-hmm. So...
Nothing new?
No, I see a headline that says... Cause of death revealed, but mystery remains. So it's probably telling us nothing, but I'll look. Cause of death and manner of death have officially been released. The medical examiner of New York City ruled the cause of death as undetermined. Okay, cool. Okay. But a lot of the speculation was that the liver was rejected. Like her body had rejected the liver, which is, I mean, I think a big thing that happens.
Yeah.
Her family declined an autopsy, so I guess we won't know. But would they just say like organ failure or something? Yeah. I'm not sure. 39. Harriet the Spy, Gossip Girl, Ice Princess. Wow.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yes, a lot of her co-stars put out.
Yeah.
Statements, which also Blake Lively did, which was very brave of her.
Yeah. In a time like such as this.
Yeah. Also, Gene Hackman passed away.
That was wild.
His whole family, right? Or was that someone else?
It was him and his wife and a dog, but 2 dogs survived. Which
is interesting, but I wonder where they were because the initial thought was that they died from carbon monoxide poisoning.
But she was like face down in the bathroom with a bunch of pills.
Oh.
And he was in like the laundry room or something.
Oh, so that...
Right?
Were the pills, was it a bunch of pills or was it like she could have been like taking her medication and she passed out?
But why would she have passed out? Because carbon monoxide kills you in your sleep.
Well, if you're awake, then you would just pass out.
No, you would get sick. Like you would start getting sick.
Oh, I didn't.
Carbon monoxide poisoning, when it hits you first, you're like barfy and like headache and dizzy. But if you're asleep and it hits you, you just like you just don't wake up.
Yes. Side note, my sister, when she was young, before I was born, and my mom, there was like a carbon monoxide leak in our house, and my sister woke up. She woke up and was sick, and she went and woke up my mom And I think they called my grandpa or something, and he like told them to get out of the house. And so they ended up being fine. But like, definitely could have.
I might be wrong about Gene Hackman, though. I thought I read something that was like very weird. She was like kind of mummified.
What?
Her hands were mummified.
Like she wrapped, like they were wrapped in gauze?
No, like they're starting to mummify.
I'm not trying to.
She was actively trying to mummify herself.
Sorry. I'm really sorry. All respect. But I definitely thought you meant she was like, her hands were wrapped in gauze. I don't know. I'm trying to see if there's any new headlines from the world. They tested negative for carbon monoxide. So, and no signs of blunt force trauma. So, but
was it a duo-suo?
Yeah, but why wouldn't they be together? If you're gonna do that, like, hold hands.
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess we don't know right now. Mm-hmm. But I am interested, and if you guys have never seen the movie Hoosiers, you should watch it.
Hometown Pride.
Hometown Pride. It's not my hometown, but it is adjacent. Mm-hmm. I can't get too into it, but here,
let me get into it.
There's something about the school that it's framed after is called Milan High School, which is a very small school. And the game that they are in the movie, that's like the pivotal game, they were actually playing Marion, I believe, in like real life that they're marrying it after. But in the movie, they make it a different.
Oh, okay.
They have different names of schools.
I see.
So I don't know. Just a little side note. You should go watch it.
Go sports.
Go Hoosiers.
Well,
did you get into this weekend?
Okay, I went to our friend Emily had her birthday.
Oh yeah.
And it was at this like country bar. Ham, I know you're listening. This country bar in Long Beach. Mm-hmm. Let me just say. First of all, Emily gets there and she's like, I really was expecting a younger crowd. The younger crowd did eventually show up.
Okay. Had she been there before?
No, but Brian apparently used to go there a lot in his college years, and so that's how he knew about it.
Okay.
It is... So first of all, you know those like videos, those K-pop videos, dance videos, where they just are playing music in a park, and then if the people know how the dance goes, they just like run on and do it?
Yes.
That is what line dancing is.
Yes.
I didn't realize.
Yes. I have a side note for this because I could not... I had other plans that had already been... planned before this, so I couldn't go. But 3 days prior, I went to a different line dancing place. So I'll talk about that after. But
it was like they gave a lesson for one dance at 8 p.m. and we were all still like getting drinks and stuff, so we didn't get to participate. Yeah. And then they have like a floor where like if you know it, you can dance on that floor. Yes. If you just want to fuck around, you can go to this floor.
Yeah.
And so we were just like on the fuck around floor because we did not learn and could not catch on to them. There was a lot of like Gulf of America hats and stuff like that. Like it was that vibe of people. And then, so Emily's friend Trish, who I was at the bachelorette party with, she was like, fuck it, I'm going to do the electric slide. A song comes on. She starts doing the electric slide. The Gen Zers who have no idea what the electric slide is jump in and start like watching her to learn it. She gets a whole floor of people doing the electric slide, and we're just like, oh my gosh, doing it, being like,
you could have done all the ones you know, imposters. The Cupid Shuffle, I
was hoping for the Hoedown Throwdown, but it didn't come on.
You could have just done the dance.
Cotton Eye Joe. I was ready.
I don't know that one.
Really?
No, I just know the song. I don't know the dance.
There's a dance. And
what's the other one I'm thinking of?
The Cha-Cha Slide and the Cupid Shuffle.
Cha-Cha Slide, Cupid Shuffle. There's a third one that's like
Whip and Nene.
Yes. Sorry, you can go on.
It was a cute little time. It was like a cash only kind of place.
Yeah.
Huge. And in Long Beach. But it was really fun, and Emily had a good time. And
good. The place that I went was on the east side. And
was it Stud Country?
No, it was called it started with an H.
Was it more gay? This one
was
not
gay. It was more gay. I don't know what it was called. I can get it to you later. I can put it in. I can put it in the description. But it started with an H, and it was more gay. The same thing. They taught a dance at 8:30. And we did it once, and I was like, oh, they'll probably throw it in in half hour, 45 minutes, so that we can do it again. Didn't ever happen
Oh, they
again.
did it at this place. It was like 45 minutes.
Doesn't that make sense?
Yeah.
Like we did it, we taught it, we did it once full out with the music, and then they were like, okay, and they moved on. And I was like, okay, I can't when it comes back on, I'm gonna run out.
Yeah.
And did not do it.
Damn.
So I was like, well, that's kind of silly. I tried my hardest to pick up on them, but because the way that this bar was set up, it was like the stage and then the dance floor. And then right behind that was the bar. There was only a little space to walk, like a couple feet. So most of the extra space was on the sides. And there was no fuck around floor.
Fuck arounds. Okay.
It was like, if you know the dance, you can be on the dance floor. If you don't and you're trying to learn, then you need to be on the sides until you can learn. And also, you couldn't have drinks anywhere near.
Yeah, same.
So that was annoying to people that we were with because it was like having a drink in your hand is like part of the fun of being at a bar.
Yes.
So that took out the fun, at least at the beginning, a little bit. Yeah. But I was trying so hard to pick up on these dances, and I would get 3/4 of it. But then because of the turning, spinning, and direction changing, it would take me until the very end, and then I would be like, I got it, you guys. And I would like do what I could, and then it was over. And that kept happening. And so I was like, what am I supposed to do here? And then the one we learned never came back on. As we were leaving, they were starting to teach another. I think they taught one at 8:30 and one at 10. So I guess you just have to go every week for 10 weeks.
So our observation was like, the way people were doing it is it's like you go, when you hear your song, you set your drink down, you go up there, you do it, you go back to your table.
Yeah.
Like you just go up when your song that you know is on there.
I guess.
So it's like you gotta learn.
And in order to know it, you have to go every week.
Or just watch online.
Oh, true.
Because they all know, they're all like specific. Did you notice? I don't know how yours were, but like we did one that I did end up picking up a little bit that was like specific to the song.
All the ones that I believe were specific to the song.
Because like there were specific motions to lyrics that were happening. And I was like, oh. So it's like you can find them, learn them, and then just go and have a time and then be like, I know this one. Go do it and then get off the floor. Definitely. That's what people were doing. They were going up and down and up and down. And I was like, oh, this is like a culture. This is a thing you do.
It is. It is a culture for sure.
It's not just like a do it once a year and go. Like you got to really like
No, if you are in it, you have to be dedicated to learning, which I guess like if it was an event like that, I could put in some work to learn a couple of them.
Okay.
But they definitely are not trying to help you unless it is the teaching moment. Uh-huh. Did yours do like partner, like country two-step
Two
times?
steps. It was two-step night.
Oh, no.
So it was like that was the majority of it.
That sucks because it's like slow.
And the sound system was horrendous. It was like not good.
I felt like I was in Footloose. So I had a good time in my head being in Footloose. But it was very... I want one that's like fully pop because the one they were teaching when we were leaving was to do a Lipa levitating, and I was like, fun. I wish that had been. Oh yeah, we didn't. The first one we learned.
Full country here. The vibe was cute. Country. It was like very what it was, you know.
Yeah.
And the food was very like it was just like this is exactly what you thought it was is exactly what it was. I just wish they had a better sound system.
Yeah, it was a good experience. Mm-hmm. I wish I had been able to go with you guys, but I don't know if it's something that I'm interested in being a part of. Yeah. Unless it is full pop.
I was talking to Em. We're going to try
hip-hop line dancing. Give it to me.
Yeah.
I don't know that I care about.
And that's why we're going to try stud country.
Is that type of play? What? Okay, well, let's go.
It's like pop, hip-hop line dancing.
Wish I would have known that.
That is something we should try.
Yes. And maybe we'll try to learn a few before. We'll have a night.
Yes, where we watch a few of the most popular ones.
Yeah.
Just so we have like 2 or 3 in our back pocket.
Because it is kind of not as fun to not participate.
Correct. I agree.
And just watch.
Yeah.
So, okay. I like that.
Yeah.
It's a fun thing to...
I think so.
Plan.
Yeah.
That was on Friday. And then did you go...
No, that was Saturday.
Or that was Saturday. Did you go on Sunday?
Huh?
She did a yoga thing, right?
Oh, she did puppy yoga. No, I did not. So Sunday I just started packing or was packing and then watched the Oscars.
Yeah. So, update. I'm on a new workout journey, at least for this month. I have paused my CrossFit membership, which is weird for me. I know. But I wanted to try for one, my back never gets a chance to heal, my lower back.
Oh yeah.
When I do CrossFit, because there's always some sort of movement that involves lower back, and I'm not injuring it, but it's never fully healing.
She's not bouncing back quickly.
No, because I'm old. So I wanted to give myself a chance for that, and I want to work on my flexibility. So I was like, I'm gonna go to yoga. There's a place that I have gone a few times in Studio City that I enjoy. It's small. It makes me not feel. They have like regular hot. I feel like every place is the same probably. I just feel very relaxed there. Like I don't feel like I'm worried about people judging me, because it's not a big box place. It's like a small owned place. So I have decided that at least this month I'm going to do that. I don't know. I might extend into next month.
Fun. Are you doing this through like ClassPass?
ClassPass,
nice.
Yeah. So that's my journey.
Love
and I'll let you guys know about that, because a lot of my lower back pain, it could be fixed by my regular stretching of my quad muscles and stuff, because from what I've learned from friends that are like physical therapists and stuff, I like the muscles in front wrap around to the back. And so hopefully that will help. And if not, then I've promised Josh that I will go to the doctor.
Okay.
So
you're trying the natural way first.
Yes.
Good.
And I want to try out the whole like working out with lower cortisol.
Oh yeah.
Like if that makes a difference.
Yeah.
So
Stay
I'll report
tuned.
back. Dodgeball has started for me in my other league, which I miss you guys. And I'm sad that I'm not going to be able to play with you guys.
Well, that's right. Because, I forgot.
You guys are starting the spring league in the other league that we did. I didn't think about this, but I couldn't have been able to play anyway because Josh came to me with the cornhole league. So I'm playing dodgeball and cornhole right now. I can't believe how sporty I am.
Your number one sports podcast.
Playing dodgeball with our original team we started with,
but
in a different league. And then Josh and I are going to play in a cornhole league on Wednesday nights, because we're from Indiana, and his friend who's pregnant can't play football anymore. So she was like, I want to do something. And they found this cornhole league. And so she was like, oh, you guys should play too. So we were like, we're pretty good at cornhole, and we might as well do something like that.
It's fun.
So we're doing that. But back to dodgeball. That started this past week. The week before we had like an introduction thing. It wasn't like actually.
You played every team for like a little bit.
Yeah. So this was our first actual game.
Did you get a Cooter Punch t-shirt?
No. We are not doing any t-shirts for this. A lot of them that played for Cooter Punch they're just wearing their old shirts, but not uniformly, just like whatever. So this league is way more serious. And people are way better.
It's at the nicer gym though.
It is, but I don't like it because the balls go everywhere.
Right. It's a curtain divider.
Yeah, because at the gym that we played at before, there is a big net divider, and then there's walls. And so the ball is not going everywhere. Like the ball can go behind the other side of the gym. You have to run forever.
I remember
over
from
there.
our tournament there.
To run, it goes in the other person's court, and the game has to stop like every 5 seconds. Like it is not my favorite thing to do. But people are much better. There are way more people that, quote, play for Team USA or have played for Team USA dodgeball before, which does actually exist. When Josh and I were in Santa Barbara, we were randomly put on ESPN, and there was a full like tournament being played. Wow. So, and we watched it. So it does exist.
Is it played the same as our league though? Like the size of the teams and all of that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly the same. But people are way more serious and better than me. And I feel like I am the weakest player on the team.
Oh, are you the newest?
No, there actually is a guy.
Is Eris on your team?
Harris?
Is Eris on your team?
No.
She's not?
No.
She wasn't part of Cooter Punch. No, she wasn't. She wasn't.
Oh, they had just asked her to play for that?
Her, yeah.
Anyway. No, she is not. But yeah, I feel like I'm not the newest. There's a guy who I think this is his first time. There's a couple guys that are their first time playing. One of them is just like a really athletic guy that he plays volleyball and other things. So he is naturally just picked it up quickly. Okay. There's another guy who maybe same level, maybe a little bit newer than me. So like hasn't fully like gotten into it yet. But I feel like I'm one of the weakest links, which is really hard for me.
Yeah.
But we'll see how it goes. I didn't do much this past game.
Well,
so
I
have nothing to report.
I want to come see one.
Well, you're always welcome.
I went boxing. I box every day. But on Friday, this past Friday, we were joined by a celebrity. So I got to box next to Mr. Big from Sex and the City.
Oh my gosh, that's really
People were like,
cool. He's also so tall and big.
Height.
So like
he's my height and he can hold his own. He can really do it. It was his first class. He's on beat.
Thank God.
And he was doing the like floor work. It was a box and lift class. So he was like doing the whole thing. His first time?
Ever?
Yeah.
Or
he
just
didn't bring
wraps,
which when he didn't have wraps on his hands, I was like, does he know what he's doing? Then we started boxing. Like he knew all of the combinations and the numbers. And I was like,
was he with anyone or just
himself? We walked out to our cars together and I was like, good job. And he was like, thanks, brother.
Oh my gosh. That's such a fun story.
So I immediately sent a message to Angela and she was like, so she's already signed up for Friday's class. She's like, I don't even care. Funny. I'm going to go up to him at the end.
What if you become really good friends with him?
That would be funny. He was kind of canceled. That's why they killed him off the show. But I couldn't figure out why. It's okay. We don't have to get into it.
Right, but I need
he was
to
very
know.
nice to everyone. And
do I have to hate him or not?
I don't know. But he did a great job. He was a really good boxer and like he looks exactly like himself. And what's funny is like I have just started watching like movies that I really enjoyed that I haven't seen in a long time. And last night I watched Castaway, which I haven't seen since like 2003.
Yeah.
And he's in that movie. And I was like, why? How? He plays...
He's in a lot, but...
Yeah, I know. But it was just like, what? I only think of
what
him
is
as
What does he do in that?
He plays... So Bonnie Hunt remarries because she thinks Tom Hanks is dead and he's her husband.
Oh, okay.
Also, like, I don't know why my recollection... This is such a sidebar. My recollection of that movie was just like Island.
Yeah.
But that's only like an hour of the movie. The other hour and a half is the before the island and the after the island.
Yeah, I honestly, that sounds like a good movie to rewatch.
It was a good rewatch. I was like, oh yeah, this movie does have substance and like a good story and it's sad as hell.
It feels like something I would watch on an airplane. Like rewatch on an airplane.
There's a plane crash. You would do that? That's why he
ends
up on
I watched
island.
Titanic the night before I went on the first cruise I went on.
I watched Titanic the other night too. I'm just like on this kick.
That's a given.
Sure.
That can be any time of the day, any time of the year.
I watched Notting Hill. I'm just like on these older movie kicks. But anyway, so he was at boxing and Angela's stoked. And I hope he comes again on Friday so that she can.
To see.
She's like, I'm going to ask him for a picture.
If you start coaching, maybe he'll come to your class.
I know. I would probably reach out. Because he was we were next to each other. So he was going off of me when you couldn't see low. Which just gave me more motivation to be extra good.
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
Thanks. Anyway.
Well, speaking of older things, maybe, I don't know if this is a good transition, but this is kind of, everything's old news, but did you hear about Danielle Fishel fighting with Maitland on her podcast?
Danielle Fishel? Who's
Danielle Fishel, who is Topanga from Boy Meets World. Fishel?
I thought her name was Danielle Fisher.
No, it's with an L. Fishel.
Huh.
Wow,
I did hear that on TikTok.
Yeah.
So I have a question. Why do you hate us or something like that?
Yeah, that was crazy. So I have the Page 6 article. I listened.
Yeah.
But so Maitland plays what character? Hello, exit.
Sean's girlfriend, right? No, she's in porn. It's not her.
She's the red-haired.
Oh, yeah, the porn actress.
Yes. She was on Danielle's podcast called Pod Meets World, which hate the name. I get it,
yeah,
but
she had
hate
to.
it.
She had to.
But she co-hosts with Ryder Strong and Will Friedle.
Yeah.
So I get it, but hate the name.
Yeah.
And yeah, she's just like, do you hate us?
It was crazy.
So blunt. And Maitland was like, no, I don't hate you, but you know, she said, I think that you hate me because you wouldn't speak to me on Girl Meets World, and that was hurtful. And Danielle is like,
wait, did she play a part on Girl Meets World?
I think that they all kind of came back and did
Even though she was in porn? I mean, I'm glad.
I think that they all kind of did little cameos. Okay. So I think that people weren't.
Yeah.
I didn't even know she did porn. So I don't know how well known it was. Maybe they were like, not that many people know.
And white chicks.
Love.
Yeah.
That's another movie I need to rewatch.
Anyway.
So Ward said that she learned that Fischl had unfriended her on Facebook when she attempted to send her a heartfelt message in 2013, which is so funny. Like, you guys are
so 2013
adults. Relax. And she said, Danielle said she did not see the message until 2022 when she tried to contact her about coming on the episode of the podcast. And like, everyone, why are we on Facebook?
Yeah.
I think that you can ask around and get
her
contact from your manager or her manager or
Instagram.
Literally anything else. Like, don't be so millennial.
Yeah. Yeah.
Facebook?
Yeah.
Like, relax. And so then Ward said that she felt Fischl reaching out to her was disingenuous, especially after she felt disregarded on the Girl Meets World set. And she said, you had an attitude about it. There was something between us and I didn't get it. And Danielle was like, she basically said she didn't remember having an issue with her. And she said that the Girl Meets World set was a very difficult set for her. And so she was like, I didn't know that you felt that way and whatever. But the way they're going back and forth is so like, yikes.
Yeah.
And it was just really awkward. And she said, let's put it this way. The memories we have on the set of Boy Meets World were not the memories on set of Girl Meets World. And also, why was Girl Meets World such a problem?
Yeah, wait, why?
I don't know. Like, what was going on?
So dramatic.
Be happy that you're back working.
Yeah.
Okay. It says Danielle brought up how Ward has spoken badly of the cast in past interviews almost any time the podcast is in the news. Oh, she's on OnlyFans.
Oh, yeah.
Said that she didn't listen to the podcast regularly because the hosts spew a lot of negativity. Danielle denied the claim, saying the same way you wrote in your book about your experiences doesn't mean they're negative. They're just experiences. So don't listen to the podcast regularly. But your overall opinion is that we're negative about Michael and Ben on the show. And then she was like, you're just grilling me to get ratings. And so, like, what is it? Why are you on the podcast then?
Yeah,
if you hate it, I don't know. I don't know whose side I'm on. I'm sure that
the whole thing just feels dramatic.
Danielle comes to me, like, looks like she could kind of be bitchy.
Yeah.
But also, why are you on this podcast if you hate it? Do you hate us? Because it seems like you do.
Yeah.
And it seems like you just came on to say that. It felt like it sounded like she had been building that up in her head to be like, I'm going to say this when I'm on there. I'm going to bring it up.
Yep.
Knowing that it was going to get headlines and knowing that she was going to be
100%
talked about. It seems like it was contrived, or it seems like she planned it.
Yeah.
And also, I think both things can be true. I think Danielle could have been a bitch to her, and I think that Maitland could have planned the sabotage of "Do you hate us?"
Right.
or type thing. Oh no, I guess Danielle is the one that said "Do you hate us?"
Oh, sorry, yeah, it is.
So whatever I just said actually doesn't make sense. But her coming on the podcast in general, if she feels weird about it, doesn't make sense to me.
Correct. It feels like she can't say you only wanted this for ratings. Because then why did you do it?
Yeah, why did you come on?
Right.
I don't know. It seems really silly and really childish. So both of them probably just need to
cool it.
Relax.
Yeah.
That's the word of today for me.
Relax.
Relax, Zoe Saldana.
Yes.
No, that's hard to say. She won her first Oscar.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, I take it back.
It's okay.
Well, the only other thing I have written down is, do you have thoughts on Bethenny Frankel?
Who is that?
In general? Oh my gosh, Real Housewives of New York.
Skinny Girl Wine or whatever.
Skinny Girl.
I
have thoughts on that.
On her. Why
I just wrote it down. I just wanted to talk because she makes 500,000 TikToks a day.
Oh, big conspiracy theorist.
She's always eating caviar, and talking about the caviar.
On the drones happening, and like that was her thing.
She's been on the drones. She's always like, she's always eating caviar on crackers, and she's like she tries to be so relatable sometimes. She's like, I'm going to the drugstore to buy drugstore makeup because it's just as good as whatever. And then she's like, I got turned away from Gucci because I looked disheveled. And then she went back the next day looking put together.
Big mistake. Huge.
No, that energy for sure. And then she'll be like, another thing where she's trying to be relatable. And she's like, I love McDonald's. And then she's like, the next day eating caviar on a cracker. And it's whiplash. But she makes 5 million TikToks a day. And I just was seeing so many in a row. And I was like, I need to talk about this. Like, you are all over the place. And I feel like she's a polarizing person, but I also think that she's so calculated, but also comes off as not. It's
confusing.
I could do a whole course learning about what she's doing because it works for her. She's making a lot of money. Yeah. But also, are you okay?
Yeah.
I have no thoughts, but I have so many thoughts.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to know if you were locked in on Bethenny talk like I am.
No. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's all. I mean, I don't really have a lot.
She's in there.
I don't know what my thoughts are. I just know that
she's an entity. There's something going on.
Yes.
She's a lot.
And what is real and what is not real. Mm-hmm. I need someone to...
Is it her daughter that had the viral sound?
No. Oh, no. No, that is from New Jersey. That is...
Oh, yeah. I know who you're talking about. I can picture her.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
No, but there was a weird thing that happened with Bethenny and her daughter because they were on vacation somewhere and they were in like some sort of gift shop and there was a dildo looking thing that, or maybe a food item or I don't know, something that was penis shaped. And her daughter and her were like joking about it, or she let her daughter buy it, and the internet had a huge reaction to this because she's a minor. And Bethenny was like, my daughter and I talk very openly about sex. Like, I want her to not like shy away from that, and me also teach her, proper ways of talking about it and protection. And I don't want her to be scared to come to me if she has a boyfriend and they want to have sex, like stuff like that. So she's like, we are open about this. So I'm not going to pretend like if something is shaped like a penis, I'm not going to be like, let's not look at that. Yeah. So it was a whole thing. So I thought that's where you're going with that question. No. But I don't know. She's just a enigma to me. Yeah. That's like, what? You're so rich. You were on the Real Housewives of New York, but you also tried to come off as like the people's princess, and you do things that aren't rich. And I'm just like you. I shop at TJ Maxx, and I'm like, do you actually? Because if you do, then cool. But if you're just pretending so that you come off relatable, then I am annoyed.
Agreed.
And I can't decide which one it is. And I think that's why I needed to talk about it.
You're just going to have to do a little more you're going to have to watch a little more.
But I don't think we'll ever know because I see her every single day.
And she's not on the show anymore. So like.
No. I don't think I'll ever know. And she's a genius for that.
Yeah, for sure.
Keep people guessing.
She refuses to be perceived.
She makes me want to eat caviar.
God, yeah.
But like, do I? I don't know.
Maybe.
So anyway, Bethenny Frankel.
Yes, girl.
Yes, girl. Do you have any more?
I don't.
You want to hear the birthdays for today?
I do.
Well, my birthday was yesterday, so.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
We're going to go to Disney.
Yeah, we need to talk about that later. Bad Bunny is 31. A baby.
A child.
Not that much younger than us, but I just can't.
Anyone younger than
thought
us,
he was our
child.
age, I guess. Chuck Norris, 85. A baby. I'm just kidding. Emily Osment is 33.
Oh, okay.
Olivia Wilde is 41. Malika Hack, who is Khloe Kardashian's best friend, Malika.
Oh, yeah, Malika.
42, which I just watched the episode of, first of all, another podcast name I hate, Chloe in Wonderland.
Didn't know that was a thing.
Get at it. She just launched it
Okay.
3-4 weeks ago.
Chloe
Hate.
in Wonderland?
Chloe
Doesn't really
in
roll off the tongue.
Wonderland? Hate it.
Yeah.
But I just watched the episode. She had Malika and Khadijah on, and I actually really enjoyed it. Chloe is actually not bad at podcasting.
She's always, I thought, been a really good, she's very eloquent and good at speaking and interviewing.
And also not so uptight. That episode.
Let's not forget she hosted the X Factor. Okay.
Let's just not forget.
Yeah, let's not forget.
They talked about their past partying days and stupid things they would do and men they would go home with. It was very just fun girly pop, and I really enjoyed it. But I hate the podcast name.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I don't know what it could have been. What's something off the top of your head?
I mean,
Chloe Talks. That's better to me.
Chloe in La La Land. I don't know why it was
Chloe in Thousand Oaks.
Keeping Up with Chloe.
Chloe in Hidden Hills. Keeping Up with Chloe.
Chloe in Calabasas.
That is played out because we still have not gotten Lamar and...
Oh, right.
Which was Keeping Up with Sports.
Right.
It still has never come out.
Nope.
But side note, you don't watch the Kardashians, do you?
No.
So this new season started out with Chloe and Lamar reuniting for the first time in
years.
9 years or something, whatever. I don't know, a long time, at Malika's house. And she had stuff to give him, some awards and some stuff from his mom that she had still kept from when they broke up. And he gets in there, he's so super late, and she's really annoyed at him, and then he's sweaty and so nervous, and he doesn't know what to say. Oh, and then when he warms up and he chills out, then he just starts calling her his wife and baby, and she's like, I don't know you anymore. Stop calling me your wife, we got divorced. And it's very much he's in love with her still.
Do they have a baby together?
No,
that's not him. Okay.
No, the baby is with what is his name? Tristan Thompson.
Oh, right. Tristan, yeah.
And it's very apparent that he's in love with her still. And she's like, yeah, I don't know you. And I did I wiped your butt when you couldn't. So I am looking at you very differently than you're looking at me. Yeah. And honestly, they might be in game. Maybe they should get back together if he really is a different man. Because honestly, the chemistry is still there, even though she was like, don't call me your wife. It was still she was rolling her eyes, and I could be I could see them back together. But he would have to be 100% reformed because she can't have that in her life. But anyway, Malika's 42, and also Khadijah for that matter.
Yes.
Even though she wasn't on Famous Birthdays, and I am sorry.
That is crazy.
Robin Thicke is 48. Thought he was way older.
Me too, 100%.
John Hamm is 54. Mm-hmm. Timbaland is 53. Looks great.
Yeah.
Sharon Stone is 67.
Looks great.
Maud's son.
Oh.
38.
Okay.
No, I thought he was younger, to be honest, because he gives younger to me.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, he gives Gen Z to me.
Yeah, I could see that. And he was with Bella. Feels like that. Yeah.
So he's 38. Now we're into pop culture things. Speaking of Mikey Madison, Scream 6, is that she? No, she was in Scream 5. Dang it.
That would have been crazy.
It would have been. Scream 6 premiered in 2023.
Cute.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Series or movie?
The series in 1997.
Yeah.
And
Michelle Trachtenberg.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Wow. Well, she didn't die on this day. That would have been crazier.
No, correct. We were just talking about her.
Yeah. And then the show 60 Days In premiered in 2016. And have you ever watched that? I put that on here because what a crazy show.
Yeah. Wait, that's the 90 Day Fiancé.
No.
What?
60 Days In is where... Oh. Sorry, babe.
1 sec.
60 Days In is where regular people go willingly into prison for 60 days to give information to the guards and to the...
They go undercover.
Yeah, sorry. They go undercover, but willingly.
Oh, okay.
And they observe what's happening in the wards in terms of paraphernalia and cell phones and gangs and all this stuff. And then they probably know now the inmates that are in there for a long time. I'm sure they've picked up on it now. But the original premise was that they said they were filming a documentary. And that's why there were cameras in there. And then they would...
Cameras and new people.
Cameras and new people. And they would pull inmates for... Interviews. So they would pull multiple people and they would pull the person who's in there undercover. And then in the interviews, they would tell them what's going on. So that the wardens and the police and all these people know in real time what shady stuff is going on.
Risky.
It was risky. And then if it gets too scary, they will pull them out. So they're always monitoring them. But men and women. And there was a time where I was really watching this show hard because it is so interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting.
I feel like the female ones were way less going on.
Oh, okay.
They would fight sometimes, argue, but I feel like they're chilling way more. The men,
yeah,
wild.
Yeah, I bet.
So honestly, if you guys have never watched, I recommend. It's pretty interesting.
Feels like it's an A&E show.
Definitely. Or TLC, maybe. I'm not sure. But if you guys have never seen it, watch it. I don't know if it's still going because the whole premise is that people can't know that they're actually doing this show. So if they did it a bunch, 2016 now is so long ago that I don't know now if they're like, we're filming a documentary, if the inmates would be like, yeah, right. No, you're not. Who's the snitch in here? And we're going to get you in the middle of the night. Mm-hmm. Anyway, that's that.
Give it a watch, everyone.
Give it a watch. And with that, we are signing off for this episode. Yesterday was my birthday again, so thank you all for the well wishes that I'm assuming that you will be giving me.
Some of them have already sent. I saw on the video today.
I'm sorry?
I saw on the video today some people have already sent you well wishes.
I thought you had just given away some secret thing.
Oh, no.
Oh.
You thought it wasn't recording?
I thought it wasn't, but it is. Okay, everyone. I love you so much, and I will see you. Well, not just me.
She loves you, and she'll see you.
I forgot that it was a vlog for a second. We will both collectively see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.